Hi guys, welcome back to Winter's Thoughts. Today I'm going to do like kind of a topic, I don't know, maybe I'll put this up on Thursday and it'll be Topic Thursday or Thoughtful Thursday or, yeah, that sounds good, Thoughtful Thursday. So, I just filmed this entire look, rainbow eye, all the jazz, face, everything, and then the video disappeared just like that. Needless to say, I was outrageously frustrated and angry when it happened because, we put a lot of effort into our videos, and for them to just it took me a while. I had to think of the look, I had to do it, and so it wasn't like it was like took me a few seconds and I'm done. No, this was a long thing. I invested time into this, and so when it just poof, disappeared, I was so angry. And by the way, I'll show you the look again in case you want me to try to. It's kind of a rainbow eye, and it was made with the Going in the Wild. Ooh, there we go. Wet n Wild palette. So, yeah. If you want me to try again, I will definitely do that for you guys. Anyway, it's all drugstore. I'm wearing all drugstore makeup. For drugstore July. I still haven't decided, but I'm just playing it safe and using drugstore until until I'm 100% sure which way I'm going. Anyway, about frustration. We all get frustrated, right? There's always something in our lives that's going to aggravate us, frustrate us, excuse my French, but piss us off. And it could be something as simple as you keep dropping something that you're trying to pick up. I don't know if that's ever happened to you, but you try to pick something up and your fingers are like butterfingers that day, and you just keep dropping it and dropping it and dropping it, and you're ready to just strangle somebody. To something as, major as your car breaks down, or something somewhere in the middle like you lose an entire freaking video. And there's a lot of things that frustrate us, and what I want to talk about is how we deal with that frustration and what we can do to, instead of killing somebody or breaking something or just, going ape crap. I want to say ape, S-H-I-T, but that's just not proper language. So anyway, instead of losing our minds, there are things that we can do about it. Sorry, I'm thirsty, so I need a little drink of water. Because I kind of got a little bit angry after my video disappeared. Because this is not the first time this has happened. This is like the zillionth time this has happened. And it's really starting to get frustrating with me. And I know that I need a better equipment, and I wish I had the money for it. So that's very frustrating. So that's kind of why I wanted to talk about, let's think of ways we can deal with frustration. So this is just off the top of my head too, so I don't have anything prepared, so I'm just going to try to do this kind of a cappella without help or accompaniment. No information is being fed to me. I'm just going off what's in my head, so good luck with I'm kidding. Okay. Just give me 1 second here. My mouth is very dry today because never mind. But anyway, so one of the things we can do when we're feeling frustrated, count to 10. Just take a deep breath and count to 10. Now, when you're in the moment of frustration, I don't think there's any of us that are thinking, oh, I'm going to stop and be calm for a moment and count to 10. But when you get that common sense back, give yourself that chance to take a deep breath and count to 10. It really does help because it kind of gives you that moment to think, am I being just crazy about this? Or is there really a good reason to be frustrated right now? And if you have a really good reason to be frustrated, it's still not going to help you to just feel all that agitation and anger and craziness that you feel. So you definitely want to try to control your feelings. I mean, you can't control what happens to you sometimes and what happens around you, but you can control how you react to it. So the trick to it is we're going to control how we react to things. So if, say, your video gets lost, well, it just kind of disappears into the universe. Maybe the higher power decided to take it and watch it. I don't know where it went, but wherever it went, instead of throwing my stupid phone against the wall, I had to kind of step away for a minute and, regroup myself. Sometimes when I'm regrouping myself, I like to use essential oils. And a friend of mine sent this to me when she found out I was sick. And in this, and I really strongly suggest essential oils for a lot of things, as you guys know, for hair care, for skin care, I think that they were put here for a reason, to help us out. So, this kit it's called 21 Drops. And as you can see, this one is Uplift, and this one is Calm, and this is Sleep, and this is Willpower. So they each have a different scent and different things. I will give you a little rundown. It says 21 blends, 21 solutions from headaches to heartaches. They do have a lot more than this kit, and this is actually a little mini kit with different scents in it. You can buy full sizes of these on Sephora. I believe Sephora has them. And Uplift buoys your spirits with brightens your outlook with a blend of essential oils of rose, lavender, chrysanthemum, I guess. I don't know. You guys are going to see that backwards, but if you can, it's right, let's see, my finger underneath it. You can figure that word out, then God bless you. And green chamomile. And then Calm, which is my favorite one. Enhances serenity and your peace of mind, blended from essential oils of sweet orange, vetiver, and jasmine. Sleep, sedates your mind, promotes total relaxation, blended from essential oils of sandalwood, ylang ylang, palmarosa, and vetiver seems to be a calming thing. Willpower increases your determination, motivates you to action, blended from essential oils of cedarwood, ginger, geranium. And they say to apply to your, like your pulse points, like your wrists, your temples, your neck, like your inner elbow area, anywhere where you're going to feel a pulse. And it will help you. And when you have the smell and then kind of the sensation, and it's a little roller ball. I'll show you one of them. I will use Calm since I need a little of that myself right now. If I can get it out. I'm sure that the big size is probably, Calm is number 10 in their line, and it's got a little roller ball, see? And you just take it and can you see that there's an oil there? I don't know if you can tell, yeah, you can see that shininess. And then I'll take this one and I'll just kind of, because you don't ever want to like really rub, but you just kind of want to push them together. And it smells awesome, it really does, and so something like this is one of the things we can do to kind of like a little ritual. Make yourself like a little ritual of things you do when you're frustrated. It really does help to have kind of a frustration plan. I know it sounds like a crazy thing, like a frustration plan, but when you feel yourself getting, excuse me, upset or just irritated, or you feel like, oh my gosh, I'm just like done with this, this BS, this whatever, you're angry, it helps to have that kind of frustration plan, something that you're gonna do every time you feel frustration come on, and you do it, and that will help you to feel, and because being frustrated isn't going to fix it, it isn't going to help anything, it isn't going to make anything better. It's not like when I got frustrated because my video disappeared, it was like, oh, okay, here you can have your video back. It did nothing. It did nothing but make my heart beat hard, make me feel angry, start sweating, and feel just like, oh, crazy, and affect my health in a negative manner. It didn't make the video reappear or any good things happen. It just made me have a negative reaction and risk my health and my well-being by freaking out and being upset. So having a frustration plan is essential to controlling, because remember, it's your health that you're screwing with when you're, excuse my French, but when you're allowing yourself to feel that agitated frustration. It's not doing anything. Heck, even when you get frustrated with a person, most of the time that person is just like, whatever, I mean, even if they do feel like, I'm sorry, it's not changing anything. What happened, happened. So, get a little frustration plan. Say you start with the whole, just take a step back and count to 10. Then maybe have a bottle of water on you at all times. They make like little tiny ones you can keep in your purse. And just take a drink of water. Or put a piece of gum in your mouth. So it gives you a chance to just, and gum is really a good one because it helps to remove the tension from your jaw. So when you're chewing the gum, that tension that's in your jaw from being frustrated is being released. So that's a real good one. And if you can find something like this, keep it in your purse or in your car or somewhere where it'll be near you, and like just go put some on and just sit there and be like, oh, being frustrated isn't going to fix what just happened. It's not going to make anything better. I'm not going to be in a different position because of it. I'm not going to feel better. I'm just going to have a stomach ache and feel terrible if I'm frustrated. So I need to let go of that frustration and think of a plan, a proactive plan to fix the problem. Now, my problem obviously was that I didn't have a video anymore to put up for you guys. So I had to make one. And after I calmed myself down, I thought, okay, you know what? I'm going to talk to them about frustration because I am frustrated right now. And instead of dealing with that frustration in a negative way by which is what I really wanted to do, I wanted to throw my phone across the room and just be like, see bad words, lots of colorful bad words. But I, instead of doing that, which would have accomplished nothing but make my phone broken and me more upset actually in the long run, I kind of took a step back, took a deep breath, pulled out the essential oils, and gave myself a minute to chill and realize that being frustrated was gonna get me absolutely nowhere because it wasn't going to change what had happened. It wasn't even going to make me feel better. It was literally just going to make me feel terrible and possibly ruin or destroy something if I let my anger get, high enough, and definitely affect my health, because I'm sure you guys have all felt when you get frustrated, your stomach gets upset, or you get a headache, or you feel your heart beating inside of your chest, and you feel that flushed feeling in your face, and a lot of, physical things start to happen. And so we need to get a hold of that, tell ourselves, okay, that was frustrating. I have the right to be upset about that. That's one thing, is say it's okay to be upset about it. It's okay. I mean, you have the right to be upset if something goes wrong or breaks or falls or something, happens. So yeah, acknowledge the fact you have the right to be upset. So, and after you acknowledge that, take a step back, take a deep breath, count to 10, maybe take a drink of water, chew some gum, maybe if you have some essential oils that help you, get them, maybe you have a quote that helps you, read it, find a little frustration plan, especially if you have a lot of frustration in your life. Get yourself a little frustration plan together so that when something frustrating happens, you have the ability to get a hold of yourself, get a hold of the frustration, and make things better, so that you're not letting that frustration, that irritation affect your health and affect your day. One bad thing doesn't mean a bad day or a bad life or a bad anything. It just means one bad thing happened. Now, obviously, we all have multiple things that go wrong in our lives. Heck, in our days, I've had one of those days where I burnt myself on a straightener. Everything felt like it was going wrong. My eyes were burning, so putting on eye makeup was irritating, and just everything was like, oh, just one thing after another. So yeah, I had a very frustrating day. And then when the video disappeared, it was like, okay, you know what? That is all I can take. And I was at my frustration limit. But I was able to pull myself back after a minute and, okay, how is this frustration helping me at all? And I know it wasn't doing anything for me except for it gave me a terrible stomach ache. It made my face get flush and red, made me feel overheated, made my heart race. It did nothing for me. gave me a very strong impulse to destroy my phone. So it did absolutely nothing for me except upset me and make me feel terrible. And in reality, I shouldn't have given it that much power. It was a very frustrating thing to have happen. Yes, absolutely. And I'm so angry that it happened. But I'm going to let it go and I'm going to move forward because I'm not going to let it have that much power over me that it takes my whole day away from me and it ruins my mood for the whole day and ruins the way I feel, makes me feel terrible. So let it go, and I'm going to get my frustration plan together, and I'm going to do that so that I can move forward with my day. And my frustration plan is to step back, to count to 10, take a deep breath, get a drink of water, because very often when I'm frustrated, I get really thirsty. I have no idea why, but for some reason, it's just one of the things that happens. My stomach starts to hurt. So sometimes I'll chew. If I feel a lot of tension in my jaw, I will get a piece of gum and I will chew the gum. I will definitely pull out my essential oils, which I love. I love my friend so much. Thank you so much, Renee, for sending this to me. That was wonderful. So, I grab this, I pull out the Calm. Sometimes I'll pull out Uplift if I feel like I need, and sometimes if I feel like I'm angry enough I might do something wrong, I pull out Willpower. So it just depends on which one I need at that moment. So get yourself a frustration plan together and remember that you have control over how you react to things. Bad things are going to happen. That's just life. Things are going to happen all the time, negative things, and we're going to have some crap days. We're going to have some days that we're like, oh, I'm sorry I even got out of bed. So we're all going to have really rotten days, and we're going to have those days that we wish we'd never gotten out of bed. But you know what? We can choose how we react. We get to pick our reactions. We can't pick what happens all the time, but we can pick how we react to that. So I wanted to make this video for you guys because I thought if I'm getting this frustrated, I'm sure other people are too, and maybe they don't know to have a little frustration plan, and you can call it frustration, irritation, anger, whatever you want to call it, whatever name you want to put on it, Dealing with it is sometimes really hard, especially if you can't get a hold of yourself, but remember that it doesn't control you. You control it, how you react to it. So yes, bad things are going to happen. We're going to have lots of bad days and we're going to have lots of good days and but those bad ones or those frustrating things, get yourself a frustration plan. It can be anything that calms you down. You know yourself better than I do, so you pick. If it's like mine, where I take a deep breath and get some water, then put some essential oils on, or maybe you have a quote that means a lot to you and you need to read that and get yourself just pulled together. But a lot of times chewing gum really helps to even physically help you because it releases the tension in your jaw. So even if you're just kind of yawn and just release some of that tension in your jaw, do that and help yourself to feel a little bit, calm down. Stretch your body, kind of, give yourself some, loosening up, because everything tenses up when we get frustrated. So that's the video, guys. I wanted to throw it out there for you because I thought, I'm really frustrated right now, and I know that other people have got to be having moments where they're just like, oh my God, are you kidding me? And they're just so frustrated too. And I thought maybe this would help somebody, that maybe doesn't have a good grasp on how to get a hold of their own frustration, or like I said, you can call it irritation, frustration, anger, bad words, whatever you want to call it. It's all the same thing, and essentially it's emotions. And when you don't get a hold of your own emotions, then you're letting other things control you. And you need to control you, or at least your reactions. So remember that. Somebody may have control over everything that's going on around you, but you have control over how you react to it. It's your choice. You control your reactions. So always remember that. They can do whatever they want. They can say something mean to you. They can throw something at you. They can do whatever they want. But you control your response. So I hope this video helps somebody. And if you want any more information, or you want me to do any kind of follow-up, or you have any questions or anything, please put them in the comment section, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. And if you like this kind of personal, more, you know, chatty kind of thoughtful Thursday type thing, let me know, and I will definitely do more videos like this for you guys, because I enjoy them too, because it gives me a chance to talk to you and sometimes get a little bit off my chest, and maybe, you know, on a topic that I too need to talk about, or, you know, I need help with. So if you guys like this, let me know, give me a thumbs up or put a comment below or whatever, and let me know that you like it, and I will start doing thoughtful Thursdays. How does that sound? Anyway, guys, I'm going to let you go because it's already been 20 minutes and God knows I don't want to lose this video too. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I hope that everything is going good for you, and please take care of each other and yourselves. And if you haven't subscribed, I'd love for you to subscribe and be a part of the family. And if you've already subscribed, thank you so much. You know I love you for it. And take care of yourselves. I love you. Bye-bye, guys.